Straight ahead on CCX News, protecting lakes with man's best friend, how the DNR is using dogs to sniff out invasive pests. Plus, the biggest fundraiser of the year for the Animal Humane Society. And packed at the Patio. Local restaurants say they are ready. CCX News starts right now. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Friday will go down in the books as a top day to be outdoors.
That's right. Combine the summer-like temperatures with Cinco de Mayo, and you get patio perfection. Here's reporter Sonia Goins.
So I wake up, the first thing I do is check the weather. I'm just ready.
Any excuse you can find to be outdoors, use it. You'll thank me later. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and the outdoor patios are buzzing with activity.
I've got high tops, low tops. We push things together.
Minnesotans have been waiting a long time to dine al fresco, and the staff at the Roasted Pear in Brooklyn Park is ready for them.
I came in early today because I knew it was going to be a beautiful day. I want to make sure the patio is ready to go because we live in Minnesota and we only get so much of this.
A full bar, big screen TV, and family-like atmosphere is a win-win for folks who want to experience upscale, casual dining outdoors.
From Champaign, Illinois, and this is where we usually like to come and eat and hang out.
This is going to be the hottest place to be out on the patio for the summer.
And everything is marvelous at the Maple Tavern in Maple Grove. Food, sun, and fun.
We've got lots of tables. You can come with a whole group of your friends. You can get our full menu outside. Lots of really good drinks.
The quaint patio and awesome ambiance make this the perfect spot to enjoy a meal outdoors.
This is our first time. We like that it's open. Lots of sunshine, lots of shade.
Over in Plymouth.
Well, it's beautiful. You've got the option of shade or sun, depending what you want to do, depending how warm it is.
The Sunshine Factory is known for its beautiful patio space, and there were plenty of people out enjoying it.
It's nice. It's very nice out. I like the sunshine.
It's nice being outside for the first time this year, eating outside and being with the family and friends, so it's good.
What's not to love?
Perfect. San Diego weather.
It's beautiful. Yep, it's beautiful.
Mike and Allison, in case you're wondering, I got the best assignment of the day, but as you can see, you don't need a fancy restaurant to enjoy good food and the outdoors. The CCX patio is pretty awesome too.
All right, thanks, Sonia. In Brooklyn Park, another way to satisfy your coffee and donut cravings. Tim Hortons, the largest Canadian fast food chain, is now open at 85th and Xylon. Timmy's, as it's called north of the border, has gotten a lot of buzz since other Twin Cities openings. The restaurant chain is open all day, also offering grilled sandwiches, wraps, and soup.
Drivers in Brooklyn Center this weekend will get a taste of what's ahead when part of Highway 252 is reduced to a single lane. The closure is a small stretch between I-694 and Interstate 94, but it will cause some major headaches. Starting Friday night, southbound 252 will be down to just a single lane between the two freeways. That lasts until Monday morning when the real impact hits, and 252 will then be completely closed there for 2 months. Crews will be working to repair the 694 bridge over 252, and the detour will take drivers all the way to Highway 100. The Minnesota DNR is stepping up efforts to combat invasive zebra mussels.
As Delane Cleveland reports, it's getting help from none other than man's best friend.
With warmer temperatures here, Minnesotans will spend the next few months enjoying Twin Cities lakes and rivers. Some of those bodies of water are infested with zebra mussels, an invasive species that can attach to boats, clog pipes, and cause harmful aquatic vegetation to grow.
Shelby.
To help sniff out the invasive species,
come back, girl.
The DNR has called on the help of dogs.
That a girl. That a girl. Dogs' noses are amazing, and they're obviously way better than ours. And the things that they can find, we can't see them.
The agency started with 2 dogs 4 years ago, but added 2 additional dogs this year thanks to a federal grant.
Is that a girl?
Shelby is one of the new dogs trained to smell zebra mussels on boats where human inspectors might miss.
Over numerous reps, she's gotten very good at it, and she does a great job at finding zebra mussels for us on boats that we cannot see.
Earlier this week, the DNR demonstrated how the canine units go about doing their jobs.
And they can find them and point us to an area and have us check that area a little harder, whether it's a weed stuck underneath an axle of a boat that's covered in zebra mussels, but we can't see it, but the dog can detect that it's there, and makes us search a little closer.
The hope is that the dogs will help prevent the spread of the zebra mussels so that Minnesotans can continue to enjoy these waters for years to come. Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
DNR officials have confirmed zebra mussels in 121 lakes, rivers, and wetlands. The closest to our area is Lake Minnetonka and the Mississippi River.
Well, pet lovers are expected to turn out in droves for Saturday's Humane Society Walk for Animals, billed as the nation's largest in Golden Valley. It's the year's biggest Humane Society fundraiser, and thousands are expected to join the walk through Theodore Wirth Park to raise money for animal welfare programs. This year's goal is $1 million. More than $650,000 has already been pledged, and the money will go toward medical treatment and care for the thousands of animals at Humane Society shelters in Minnesota. Organizers say fundraisers like the walk are vital to their mission.
We don't receive any type of government funding, so we rely solely on donations and then our program fees. And so this is just a huge part and a huge chunk of money that stays here to help the 23,000 animals that we take in each year.
Walkers and their pets, some even in costumes, will start the 2.5-mile walk at 10 a.m. outside the Golden Valley Humane Society. Still ahead on CCX News, local nonprofits tackle the challenge of trying to end homelessness.
Plus, the softball team at Maranatha Christian Academy aims for a big win as they pursue a conference championship.
But first, a beautiful May weekend, 60s and sunny. On any given night, it's estimated that more than 4,000 teens and young adults are homeless in Minnesota.
In Brooklyn Park, there's a youth shelter, and in Anoka, there's a drop-in center, but it'll take a community-wide effort to end homelessness for good.
We know that when kids are in kindergarten and first grade and things start to happen in their families, if we as a community aren't prepared to step in and do something about it, that one bad thing is going to turn into the next bad thing and the next bad thing, and before you know it, the kid's 16 and they're homeless.
Representatives from nonprofit organizations such as Hope for Youth and Avenues for Youth updated parishioners at Church of St. Gerard on their work. The church and the nonprofits work together to find ways to try and end the problem.
We share with the parishioners the needs that kids have, and people support in multiple different ways. Some of them open their homes for kids. Some of them volunteer and help at the different organizations.
Last year, more than 700 different youth used services at the drop-in center Hope for Youth in Anoka.
Well, you wouldn't forget your mom on Mother's Day, but how about remembering another mom who could use some extra help? The Crystal Police Department is collecting necessities like soap, shampoo, and blankets for women who are victims of domestic abuse. The donations are turned over to Cornerstone, a nonprofit that works with police to shelter women in domestic situations.
We need to really make sure we make a change in that person's life and stop what's causing the abuse, and maybe get the people separated permanently or get them to counseling that they need to have a better relationship. And without the constant support from the police department, from Cornerstone, a lot of times things just go back to normal after we leave.
What we really like to see is anything that would make Mother's Day special for women who are living in the shelter. So it's typically things that would be brand new. It can include new clothes, socks, things like that that would benefit the women in the shelter.
Now, the moving company Two Guys in a Truck is helping to deliver the donations to Cornerstone.
Local families looking to stretch their food dollars have a new option. SEEP is hosting Fare for All at its Brooklyn Center office. It's a way you can pick up packages of fresh vegetables and meat for a low price once a month. You can get what is called a mega meat pack with half a dozen items, including bacon and chicken, for $25. You don't have to be a food shelf client either to participate.
This is at the core of our mission. We're trying to get healthy groceries into our community and make food accessible to people. And this is another way for us to do that. We have the opportunity here for people to purchase meat packs and produce packs at significantly reduced rates.
SEEP will be hosting the event the first Thursday of every month. You can check their website at seep.org for the schedule. Still ahead, break out your blue suede shoes. We'll get a taste of All Shook Up in Weekend Showcase.
But first, we'll visit the annual Athena Awards, honoring the top female athletes at local high schools. Jay Wilcox is in next.
I'm Jay Wilcox with sports. Back in the early 1970s, girls' sports were just beginning in Minnesota high schools. The Athena Awards were started to honor top female athletes, and they're still going strong. The 45th annual Minneapolis area Athena Awards luncheon was held this afternoon, Friday, in Bloomington. 55 senior girls, one from each participating school, were recognized. An amazing list of accomplishments were read from athletes in a variety of sports. We talked with a few Athena winners from our northwest suburbs.
It means a lot to me. I mean, like, a lot of people were in the running for it, and I was really excited when I found out that I was it, because I knew everybody that had like a nomination for it they had a lot of potential.
I'm really happy I got it, and I'm thankful for my coaches and everyone that helped me get to where I am right now. And I think just being acknowledged for how I did in high school is a really good thing, and I'm glad that I'm here for acknowledging just for being good at sports and being a good leader.
I mean, I'm so honored, and it's just unbelievable, all these women athletes. They're just incredible, so I'm just honored to be the Athena winner. And
I just think it's like super empowering, just the idea of Athena, like having women be lifted up in their abilities. I just feel so honored. It's amazing.
Here is a look at all of the local Athena winners. We'll hear from more of them Monday on our Sports Jam show on CCX. In baseball, Champlin Park and Totino Grace met for the Section 5 4A title last spring. The Rebels and the Eagles are each looking to extend their winning streaks in Northwest Suburban Conference play as they met up. Bottom of the third inning, Rebels pitcher Max Lovan gets the K. He strikes out the side, and there's no score in this game through 3 innings. Top of the fourth, and the Rebels break out the bats. Joey Simon singles past second base and into right. Quinn Victoria scores, and it's 2-0. Later in the inning, Cal Hansen drives the ball to right center field, and this one is into the gap. Ian Coltis and Luke Brynjolfsson both score on Hansen's double. The Rebels get 5 runs in the inning to lead 5-0. Bottom of the fourth, and the Eagles get on the board. Derek Beers singles sharply to left. Daniel Clausen scores on the hit, and it's a 5-2 game. With 2 runners still on and 1 out, the Rebels get a big double play, 6-4-3 to end the inning, and it remains 5-2. Coach Corey Davis and the Rebels add a single run in the 5th and 2 more runs in the 7th. Trey Carlson singles to right, bringing Vinny Lamberty home. Champlin Park wins 8-2. The Rebels host defending state class 4A champion Wyzetta Friday night in the program's first ever night home game. The softball team at Maranatha Christian Academy is having a very strong season. The Mustangs squared off against the defending MCAA champion, West Lutheran, playing host to Maranatha. Not much offense early in this one. Maranatha pitcher Katie Eichmann will get a strikeout for the Mustangs. Eichmann delivering the pitch here for the strikeout. It's 1-0 MCA until the 6th. When Madison Huther hits a slow roller, the second baseman makes an errant throw to first here, allowing Kennedy Berquist to score for a 2-0 Mustangs lead. They add insurance runs in the 7th. Berquist drives a hit to right field, and it brings Chloe Palmer around to score. It's 3-0 Mustangs, and they feed off those hits. Tegan Thompson smacks a hit to left field that gets past the outfielder. Berquist scores on the play, and it is 4-0 Maranatha. Huther drops a hit down the line and right to bring Thompson in. Maranatha pulls away to a 5-0 win as they improve to 13-1.
It was a huge deal. We've never beat them before, and we've really come out and showed that we can win, you know.
I know that they're a really good competition, and just beating them shows that we have really improved a lot.
Big win for them. That's all for sports. Back to you, Mike and Alex.
All right, thanks a lot, Jay. Up next, your weekend doesn't have to be a heartbreak hotel.
Something to get you singing and moving next in Weekend Showcase. Well, finally, you could say there's quite a shakeup at Champlin Park High School.
Neil Pursley explains in today's Weekend Showcase.
This show is like a mix between Footloose, Grease, and She's the Man.
And that's a good description of Champlin Park High School's presentation of All Shook Up. The story is simple. A small town that is pretty straight-laced, no dancing, minimal music, is suddenly invaded by one intriguing roustabout whom all the girls fall for and all the boys want to be like. Lydia McDonald plays teenage Natalie, who is more of a gearhead than a girly girl.
Not a lot of the girl parts in a lot of musicals are very tomboyish, but I relate to it in that way.
And you'll recognize a lot of the music.
There's a lot of Elvis. There's Blue Suede Shoes. There's Can't Help Falling in Love.
And the last time we saw Krista Retka, she was in a habit. Her character, Miss Sandra, is quite the departure.
I've always played the really serious old character, and this time I get to be sexy and fun, and I'm young, and it's just a really fun experience to play both sides of the age spectrum.
This time, Nick Luloff and Lanja Andrea Mihadza play the adults.
It's this whole hodgepodge of different love stories, different interesting situations, all set to Elvis music, so it's pretty fantastic.
Ethan Lizotte plays the shy and awkward Dennis, who has a huge crush on Natalie, who doesn't even notice him for being so starstruck by the new roustabout in town.
There's a lot of shows where they're more serious, but like this one, it's really all about the fun and all about really getting all shook up.
The subplots are many, and the whole show coalesces to provide some great entertainment. For Weekend Showcase at Champlin Park High School, Neil Pursley, CCX News.
All Shook Up opens tonight. That's Friday evening at Champlin Park High School. There are performances this weekend as well, and next week at 7:30 p.m. with a matinee this Sunday at 2:30. What a show it looks like. Good preview.
Love the energy.
Yes.
Gotta go to that one.
You have to.
Man.
That does it for us. Thanks so much for joining us.
Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you next week.